Hello. Oh, hello everybody, and welcome to Filbert Flies and Bimbles Around Britain, episode 13. So this is the 13th leg of my VFR tour around Britain, and I'm doing it as a group flight, as usual. Today we're flying from, where are we? Edinburgh. Edinburgh to Newcastle in the Cessna 152, although some people are... have chosen alternative aircraft, which is also fine. So we've got quite a few people with us today. Over here we have Cernent, who has chosen the Boeing 787 in my livery, which isn't showing up properly for me. I don't know why. Got a bit of strangeness going on with the text. But anyway, he's allowed to because he designed the livery. And everyone else is in, well, either 152s or very similar light aircraft. So we've got a good turnout. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 10 of us. So yes, is everyone ready?
Yep.
We're ready.
Awesome. So we're going to take off from runway 28, is it here? I think. 24. We're going to take off from runway 24 and make a turn to the left and start heading east overhead Edinburgh. So follow me. Hi, Cernent. Welcome. So you'll notice that I have a man in the plane with me. I didn't invite him. I don't know who he is. He makes me jump every time I look to my right. But there he is. So he's coming along whether we like it or not. I think
from the Inland Revenue, Philbert. All that extra money being measured.
Stopped for Cernent now, have we?
Yeah, but he's also stopped for us, so... I tell you what, Cernent, do you want to go first? Because otherwise there's going to be carnage, I feel.
He's bigger and bolder than us.
Yeah.
Watch out for wake turbulence.
Yeah. Oh, he says he thinks when I get close the aircraft fixes itself. Oh, he doesn't know where we're going. Alright then, follow us, Cernent, follow us. Just try not to kill us all. Spare a few of us.
He's in a big plane like that and he doesn't know where we're going. It's slightly worrying.
I mean, I've got to be honest, I haven't taken the best route to where we're going. But anyway, I've come down some sort of closed off taxiway. But we'll go back on ourselves, it'll all be fine. It doesn't corner as well as I'm used to. This must be a mod thing.
It's an extra guy.
Yeah, it could be.
Tell him to keep his feet off the rudder pedals. Oh, hello, forklift.
Hello, Wi-Fi Plays, welcome. Oh, Marcus is on the runway, keen to go as ever.
Sorry for that. I thought you were already in the air.
No worries.
Now I can see you.
Right, let's turn the old strobes on. Landing light on, taxi light off. That's my concession to realism done for the day. Hello, Yorkshire Pud 63. Welcome to the stream. I'll head down the runway a little bit so that you've all got room to line up behind me. So yes, it's a two-leg hop today. Our first and longest leg is going to take us from here in Edinburgh down to Eshott in northeastern England. Got a few sights to see, a few towns to fly over, some pretty countryside, and as ever I'm come armed with some fascinating facts about most of the places we're flying over. So it should be both educational and fun. Right, I'll
Or one or
stop
the
you.
other.
Well, yeah, or one or the other. I think you'll get from this whatever you want to get from it, and it's not my fault. Where's Quabnots? Oh, he's there. Is your mic fixed, Quabnots? He's muted himself, so I suspect maybe not. He had some interesting Morpeth facts to share, but I've got them. But he's been having mic issues, so I've got them written down in case he's not able to share them himself. Right, I think that's most people raring to go. So let's get in the air. Oh, yeah, these rudders are different to how they used to be. Steve's off. You got 2 engines, Steve.
Well, yes. I've got the PA44.
Thought you might.
Got it out of South America today?
Did you say South America then?
Yeah.
I'm always in South America. I've got my Brazilian Empire to attend to. And here, Hauler 2.
Did you end up getting that scenery, Steve? The Rio?
No, I decided I don't fly out of there too much, and I'm more into the runway and the scenery around it. And I thought
fair
20
enough.
euros is a bit of a push.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Oh, Dingo, hello, welcome. How are you? And Dazza, you're going to join, but you got caught up with family stuff. Don't you worry. We've a long way still to go. There will be other opportunities. How's the stream looking, people? Is it stuttering away, or is it okay? I've turned
No,
my.
it's looking,
Is it looking good?
yeah, it's fine.
Oh, good.
Is this Edinburgh in front of us?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I was on that hill once a time. I have to fly over there.
Oh yeah, Arthur's Seat. We're going to fly. That's sort of basically exactly the direction we're heading in.
Great.
So on the last trip we had a little look at some sites in Edinburgh using the photogrammetry. I don't know how many of you have it, but today we're just going to head on and do all of our sightseeing in well, mostly in Newcastle, but also a few choice places en route.
I added some of your scenery, Phil, but so hopefully that will come through.
Good.
Your
What
recommendations, yeah.
for Edinburgh or Newcastle or both?
Both.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Just realised I was flying off in the wrong direction without putting the autopilot on.
Speedy Gonzales in the front, yeah.
Oh, he scared me again. I just looked right. I'd forgotten he was there.
Has he got a string in his back that you can pull and he talks?
No, he's got a rather broken headset with what looks like a steel pole, but I presume is a wire that's almost digging into his neck.
Sounds like the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, something a bit Frankenstein about him, I won't lie to you. Right, let's get some nice outside views of Edinburgh.
Stadium looks good.
Yeah. Is Cement airborne yet? I can't see him.
Probably at 30,000 feet already.
Yeah, he could be.
Have to look up.
Nice and smooth, good, I'm pleased. Thank you for letting me know. Harrison, hello, welcome. How are you? So yeah, a couple of the photogrammetries that we've used lately have been a little bit melty looking. Edinburgh to me, certainly from this altitude, looks really good. St Andrews was a bit dodgy. Newcastle, just to warn you, is also a little bit dodgy, but still worth having. because there's nothing like flying over actual buildings.
Yeah, I noticed one weird thing about the Edinburgh last time was, you know, I tried to land on this hill, and I literally flew right through the ground and then landed on the underlying.
Oh
scenery.
right, really? I
It
didn't
was
know that.
bizarre.
Yeah, that is odd.
I was like between layers.
Hmm. Very strange.
Oh, I've got Edinburgh, but I forgot to switch it on in the add-on linker.
Oh, have you got Newcastle?
Yes,
Oh,
I switched
right.
that on.
Oh, good. Oh well, that's the one we'll be spending most of our time in. Just checked out Guy's Christian Sand, Harrison. Nice, totally bloody worth it. Excellent. I look forward to having a look myself. Kame, hello. You were playing with the dog in the garden, so you missed 20 minutes. It's all right. We've only just taken off. You haven't missed much.
Phil, but what's that white blob of buildings behind you? Just flown over it. Do you know? Mine's come up as a white sort of blobby area.
No.
Maybe. Ah,
I
okay.
haven't-
Maybe just in my.
I haven't seen
Has
it.
anyone else got that?
Whereabouts, Jason?
Yeah, I'm just flown past the castle on my left. There's this sort of urbanisation area with white buildings, but it seems to only be in my sim. Maybe it just hasn't come out properly in the photogrammetry, so not sure.
Do you know why there is that hill here in Edinburgh? What's the background? Because I don't see any other hills around it. Is it a volcano or what is it?
It's an extinct volcano. It's a volcanic plug.
Okay. Okay. Now,
Thank you.
737 overtook me.
I was just about to dig out last week's notes, despite being pretty sure I never answered that question then either. 737 just overtook you. Yeah, interesting. Was that on the live traffic?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
No. Here, the colleague of us with that, or was it an Airbus? I don't know. It was an airliner.
Okay. Oh, I see Senent's name tag. Should be zooming past in a minute, I would have thought. That could have been him.
Oh yeah, he's right behind me. He's going pretty slow. His flaps must be down.
Yeah. Yeah, with the white blobby thing, there were quite a few people who found Glasgow full of white blobs when we flew there, and other people saw it perfectly well. So I think it's just another one of these sim oddities. Kemu, yes, we are on the Southeast Asia server. Oh no, it's fair enough, Harrison. 3 nights in a row of 6 hours sleep. No, you need to go to bed. Not right now.
Is Harrison not going to join us?
He's not. He was going to,
Oh,
but he's too
what a shame.
knackered. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny looking.
Astromida Smart. Sorry, I didn't say hello to you earlier. Just sort of got involved with pilots sitting on people's laps. So sorry, it was a distraction.
So, is anyone flying anything but the 152?
172.
Oh right, that's not much of an improvement, is it?
That's not bad. Only 2 people who couldn't follow the simple instructions.
I can't fly. I ended up doing leap delete trying to do the trim on that.
There were instructions.
There were instructions. No, I think originally I said this is a trip in a 152, but I think I've become a bit more lax lately and just suggested a 152. Subtext being, if you fly something else, I will think less of you. But you weren't to know that.
A good credit to Cernon for hanging in with his jet
Yeah.
at 120 knots,
Yeah,
full
it's
flat, trying to keep up.
Yes.
That's very
Yeah,
good.
I'm impressed.
I'm very impressed.
I should probably go and have a look at that in the drone.
On a 320.
He's right behind you, Philbert.
Yeah. That's incredible.
When will that thing stall out?
This is the question.
Any minute now.
That's going to be a challenge for 2 hours.
Yeah, it is.
Frozen. Oh, there you go.
This time I see many boats on the lake or on the sea. Do you see them too?
No.
That's the North Sea, that.
Yeah. I have installed, but I didn't think that they placed boats here at Edinburgh. Do they?
I haven't got any.
I don't have
I
any.
haven't got any boats, no.
Did you install a mod of some sort?
No, only that what is on Orbix was available. That's all.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's
Might
all
be
meant
that.
to be round Southampton though, isn't it?
Exactly. But I see here many boats too.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, that's
I'd like to
what
give a
it is,
shout out
between
to
Come
sorry.
on, Jason.
Oh no, I was just going to say, I'd like to give a shout out to Marcos yesterday for his patience with me on my first VATSIM experience. And yeah, thank you, Marcos.
Thanks a lot,
that.
Jason. Yeah, it was a little bit stressful at the end. I
For
told
you,
it,
yes, well.
not for me. I got the feeling that it was like real time. Yeah, here what we are doing is more playing and a lot of fun. And with you together yesterday, I thought you got the feeling as it is in real life. Yeah?
Of course, I certainly did, yeah. I think it was more because I hadn't got a VFR map to follow, and I couldn't find you. I hadn't a clue where I was going, so I think that was more the key. But it was very kind of you to give me your time, some tips and everything. So thank you.
Of course, you're always welcome.
But it was a starter anyway.
Now it's working. Now you'll have no excuse not to fly on that.
Take a few days to recover and then do it all over again.
Oh God, yeah, I was wounded. I was absolutely wounded.
Philbert, I
You'll
just
be
flew
fine.
past. Philbert, I just flew past you and your wheels are down.
I have no option but to have my wheels down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot it's one of those crates. It's in the shape of another plane.
Oh dear.
So then it's just actually MH370. Oh, yeah. Little close to the bone, Harrison, perhaps a little. Kama, you've spawned in the air. Not sure you'll be able to catch up. You can always slew to us. But anyway, it's time for my first fascinating facts of the day. So this is North Berwick that we are over at the moment. Or this town here to my right, we're not quite over it. Which became a fashionable holiday resort in the 19th century because of its 2 sandy bays. Now, I don't know about you, I can count 3 sandy bays here, but who's to quibble over one bay here or there? There is evidence of hut circles, middens, which apparently are old rubbish dumps, and a field system dating from 2,000 years ago. North Berwick Law, that hill thing you can see over there, is a 613-foot volcanic hill that rises above the town with a ruined Napoleonic-era signal station just below its summit. So top marks to whoever can get a screenshot of the Napoleonic-era signal station. I've been here actually, it's quite nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Did you climb the lower?
No, we didn't actually, no.
I went up it last October.
Oh yeah? Good views?
Yeah, good views from the top.
Yeah.
It's got this whalebone. sculpture at the top as well.
Oh yes, what's the story of that? I did read about it, but I can't remember.
I can't remember it.
Oh.
It was on the plaque next to it. But I can't remember what it was.
Right.
I think it was to do with the fishermen. It's a job for Google.
Yeah, it is.
Is there a Scotsman on board?
On board what?
There's a Scotsman on the plane. You can ask him.
Oh, I see.
It's
Don't-
just that when you're talking about this hill thing here with something on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't personally bother to search for either the whalebone thing or the Napoleonic era signal station because I was pretty sure they wouldn't be there, but I could be wrong.
I think the building's there.
Is it?
What I saw as I went
Something.
past. But,
Okay.
but not the whalebone.
Right.
I'm trying to do a screenshot, Phil, but and put it on the group chat, but it's too powerful. I can't. It's saying it's too powerful to load, so I'm not having much success.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
So it's probably my settings, but that's all too technical for me.
I think I underestimated how interesting this hill would be. I'll circle back round and give you some time to explore it.
It's like a little house at the very top of it.
That must be the Napoleonic era signal station, I guess.
Oh, is that a church on the coast?
At the kind of far edge of the coast.
Yeah.
It's a castle. I'm
Right.
trying to remember its name. I went there a couple of years ago. I've completely forgotten its name.
That's quite good. The default. Unless it was put there by the update.
Don't think it was. I keep an eye out for these things. Could it be? Oh no, that's it. No. There's a Berwick Castle, but that's in Berwick upon Tweed, of course.
Yeah, no, it's Tantallon Castle.
Tantallon Castle, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, ruined mid-14th century fortress. I know it well. Flyboy79, I know you're muted, but I've been curious for the last several weeks. Are you the man who used to be known as Flyboy D, or are you someone completely different? We may never know.
Oh, great.
Oh yes, I see the castle. Yeah, it's worth a look.
Absolutely.
It's better than the hill.
Yeah. I was doing my research this morning, so there was a bit of a time constraint on getting some facts done.
So I placed a photo in screenshots, so you can see the nice ships around here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look forward to that.
Oh, Harrison, I'm being distracted by your Christian sand pics. They look awesome. And oh yes, yeah, like a little yacht. Cool. Sorry, I've been neglecting the YouTube chat as I always do on these group flights. Kami, you don't know how to slew. So basically you press the Y key and then, Mark, you always have to answer this for me. Is it the number pad keys by default to move forward and backwards?
It wasn't me that was
I wasn't
answering
you. I
that.
thought it was you. Anyway, he's Dadoid 1177 and he thinks he can see us. Oh yes, I see you in the distance there. You'll catch us up. We'll do a bit more sightseeing. Yes, Marc-Andre, yes, we are on Southeast Asia. Harrison says his pics always distract. It's true. I don't think you can use the joystick to move unless you've assigned it. I had to manually assign mine. So the next stop is going to be the border between England and Scotland. This is Dunbar that I'm just coming up to here. But don't worry, we will be crossing into England, but then shortly afterwards we'll be going back into Scotland to have a look at Flaws Castle.
You mean this is the new European country border?
I fear so. Hello Demetrius, you're a little bit late, not very late, I forgive you. Yorkshire put Bamburgh Castle is much bigger than that one, but it's round there somewhere. Oh, okay. Bamburgh Castle. Let's see.
It's on the Northumberland Coast Edinburgh. It's
Okay.
much bigger. Yeah, it's further south.
Oh yes, I've seen it. Well, I haven't been, but I've seen pictures of it. Yes, we should be flying pretty near there, I think. Actually, is that the little corner we cut off to go and see the Flaws Castle?
Because we skip Lindisfarne, don't
We do. Oh no, we come back. We come back to Bamburgh itself, actually. Yeah, we can try and find that. Where's Holy Island? There it is. Yeah, it's we will see it. We'll definitely see that. You woke up a bit late. Never mind. You can catch us up. You can spawn on one of us, hopefully. Kai, hello. I'm very well, thanks. How are you? You keep your premium range of screenshots on a website called Only Pilots. Yes, thank you. I look forward to that link. Prayag, hello. Happy flight. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. And R. Lambert 93. Do we have Orbex EGNT? Yes. Yes, I do. And yes, we will overfly over the lovely Newcastle bridges. We might even fly under them. And if there is fog on the Tyne, we'll get rid of it. Hello, Virtual. Nice weather today. Yeah, it is. It is. We've been lucky. Pie in the Sky Tours. Hello. Hello to you.
And there goes Cernet under me.
He must be knackered trying to keep that plane on its stall speed for all this time.
Extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I ask, is everybody flying live weather at the moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anybody else getting icing?
No.
No,
Okay.
No icing.
I haven't even got any clouds. No.
I've got no clouds either.
Clear sky.
Yeah, I'm in the
A
section,
few,
but I'm getting icing. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, as you know, Harrison, I have no opinion about whether statics are a good or a bad thing, but they are certainly there. You're right. Have I ever been to Malaysia? No, I haven't. Wi-Fi plays, never, unfortunately. Oh, I should probably ask people to subscribe, shouldn't I? If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you like this sort of thing, please do click the subscribe button. That would be lovely. Sorry, Mark, go on.
I wasn't gonna say.
Oh, someone was.
Now, Wilfred, I was going to say, those static aircraft will be controversial for you.
They are! Which is why in new reviews, or in my latest reviews, I mention whether they're there or not, but I give no opinion on them whatsoever.
We can feel your seething hatred, can't we?
You can't?
You know, I have of course, being American and all, I have American airports. So
Yeah.
I fly into Louisville a lot, and every time I look over off to the edge, I see a fence. And I'm like, Wilbur would love to review this fence.
And I would as well. I've been doing so many reviews. I'm a little bit burnt out, so I'm being very picky these days about what I'll review.
Become jaded, Philbert.
I have. It happened too soon. 6 months, I'm done. No, I still. There's nothing better than discovering a really nice airport and doing a review of it. But when it's a bit meh, or one that I know that I'm not personally that interested in, then it does become a bit of a slog. What am I doing for 4,000 subs, Kai? What am I doing for 4,000 subs? Well, I think what I'm doing is a long haul in the A320 from New York to Dublin. I looked into it. I don't think we can get from Dublin to New York, but I think we can get from New York to Dublin.
You have to set the winds yourself.
I planned it on SimBrief, which knows about the winds, and I mean, we'll see on the day. It might be that we have to tweak the winds a little bit, but that's what people want. So that's what I'm going to do.
Or you make a stop over Greenland, fill it up, and continue your flight.
That's an option, but I want to do a real-world route, and Aer Lingus do that route in the A321 long range.
Okay.
So I think if I can do it non-stop, I will. But yeah, that's not a bad alternative.
Can you imagine being stuck in an A321 for 8 hours?
I know. I'd like to think they might have configured them slightly better than your standard short-haul ones, but probably not.
As long as Ryanair don't start that service, can you imagine? Are you going to get the 787 when it comes out?
Definitely, yeah. I had it in P3D and I loved it. So yeah, I'll be snapping it up.
So are we missing a lot from the crappy defaults? Because I just get a bad impression.
Yeah, you're missing a 787, really.
We're missing lots of buttons to press.
Lots of buttons to press, a flight model that vaguely resembles a real aircraft, and and autopilots that work. Everything really, everything that makes the 787 fun to fly is not there.
How much do you think they'll charge for that?
I can't remember what I paid for it in P3D. I think I paid I'd guess about £70, and that was for all three variants, the 8, 9 and 10.
Alright, that sounds fair enough.
And I think they'll probably cut that down a little bit for MSFS, so you might even be getting it for 50. I don't know. Wild speculation, of course. Yesterday you're ready to cry, you're watching videos for Concorde. Yeah, it was a beautiful plane. Latency is about 10 to 11 seconds. That's not too bad. Thank you for letting me know. Just fill up in the air. Yeah, worst case scenario, I will. If it all goes horribly wrong. You must feel a bit ripped off if you're an airline with an A321LR and then they announce the A321XLR. Yeah, you must. It's true.
Oh. Hello, Sirnet.
Where is he?
He just flew right over me.
Alright.
He's coming up on everybody.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how he can just sneak up on it.
I heard him before I saw him.
I think it's fair.
Get a warning.
I think it's fair to say wake turbulence is not simulated in this sim.
Yeah. I'd be down in the trees.
Hello everyone, I'm Kimu.
Ah, hello, welcome.
Hi there.
I've caught you up, I can see you, so that's fantastic.
Oh, good, well done. Is this your
Welcome.
first Bimble?
It is. Yeah, it's my first group flight actually. So.
Oh, awesome. Oh, you're very welcome.
Welcome to the madness.
Yes. You know, when you have one bimble, you will have would like to have all. Yeah.
There's counselling available afterwards.
Yeah, I imagine there's a Filbert Flies recovery server somewhere that everyone goes to after this.
Yeah, the post-flight briefing would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happened. I was flying along, and a 737 flew by me, and
And there he goes again.
Well, I owe it to my keyboard not to fly a 152, so I need a new G kit, new number 1 kit after that. Well, next Bimble, we might all have paper arrows. A lot of us, Filbert.
It's true. But I am going to finish it in the. I am going to finish it in the 152.
Oh, Filbert, I'm going to get the Spitfire and shoot you down. Are you being sponsored by Cessna?
No, it's just it is the most realistic, I think, of all the default aircraft. That's why I started doing it in the 152. And yeah, I like to finish what I started. This is yeah, and it's also the only aircraft I've flown in the real world, so there's that too.
And it's very lovely, yes, to enjoy the countryside and so on. When you are too fast, then I think that's not the same.
Yeah, exactly. So I am just crossing the border right at this moment into England, and we're rapidly approaching Berwick upon Tweed, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it before we get there, so you can fully appreciate it. So it's the northernmost town in England, and central to historic border wars between the kingdoms of England and Scotland. So possession changed between the two several times. Most recently, Richard of Gloucester retook it for England in 1482. And it features Britain's earliest barracks buildings, which Nicholas Hawksmoor built between 1771 and 1721 for the Board of Ordnance. So that's Berwick. And it's beautiful. It's got a beautiful railway bridge with lovely views over the river estuary.
Oh yes, I see it.
Demetrius says, I think Air Canada used to fly over the Atlantic with 737-8 Maxes. Really? Didn't know that. And Ryanair has ordered some of those as well, so theoretically Ryanair will be able to cross the Atlantic. Yeah, it's true. That's something for us all to look forward to. So the beautiful railway bridge is unfortunately underwater, but you can't have everything.
We already have Frontier Ryanair over here. It's called Frontier.
Are they pretty much the same?
Yeah, they're interesting. Them and Spirit.
Yeah.
Seatbelts extra charge.
So when you've had your fill of Berwick, we're going to turn inland, heading 238-ish, and go and have a look at Flores Castle, which is one of the Asobo handcrafted landmarks from the World Update. And it's we can basically follow the Tweed there, I think.
Cool. Sounds nice.
Yes. Ooh, anyone suggest a nice 3-hour flight from Gatwick? 3 hours, 3 hours.
3 hours a little bit long, huh?
Yeah, there must be. I mean, maybe.
To, like Faro or Innsbruck.
Madeira?
Yeah, it's true. Madeira's a bit longer, I think, isn't it?
No, it's about 3 because it's 3 hours 45 to the Canaries, so it's a bit short of that. So about 3 hours.
Yeah, Madeira. Or you could go to Eastern Europe. I imagine Krakow's probably about 3 hours, something like that.
Sofia's 3 hours, but the airport's rubbish.
Yeah, we don't like Sofia, do we?
I've done Wizz Air 3 hours many times. But the airport's terrible. Jason, you went there yesterday, didn't we? And
we did. Yeah.
Even you commented how bad it is.
I did. Yeah, it's not. There wasn't a lot going for it, but I guess with an add-on, it'd probably be.
I know. I've been waiting since August for an add-on.
Sakith, hello. Sorry, I missed your first message. And Harrison suggests Nish. That's not a bad call, actually. Nish is not too far from Sofia, and it's beautiful around there. So yeah, it's a good call. Gatwick to Thessaloniki.
Oh, that's lovely. I actually flew that one. That's really nice.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that yesterday. Yeah, I did that with Steve yesterday. It's quite impressive.
There you are. Loads of suggestions there.
Yeah.
I don't think I've said hello to you, Pillow Pilot. Welcome.
No, sorry, no, hello.
Is this your first Bimble as well?
I think it is, yes.
Yeah, cool.
Cern still hanging in there with his his 100 knot heading. Yeah. Spoilers, flaps, and a lot of patience, I'd imagine.
What's he flying?
It's I'm seeing it as an A330, but it might be something else. He's not on the chat, is he?
No. I think it's a 787.
I
think it is.
I would love to see his flight path.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's hard to keep because he is going faster than us, so he must be doing some circles or something, mustn't he?
But he's got a 10-degree pitch the whole time he's been flying, so it's incredible.
I can just imagine the ruckus going on inside the cockpit.
Yeah.
He's actually on Volanta, so we can actually see his track.
Oh, interesting.
Tell me about Volanta. What is it?
So it's a sort of flight tracking. It's mostly for flight tracking, I would say. So you download it, you get a map, you see your plane on it, and you see every other plane that is flown by people who are also using Volanta, as well as online traffic from VATSIM and iVal. And you can also see VATSIM coverage, and you can import flight plans into it from SimBrief, which it will draw on the map for you. What else does it do? Oh, so you can spy on other people as well. That's part of the fun. You can add friends and see what they've been up to, and no one ever need be in the dark about your dodgy landings ever again.
Hey, great!
The Orbix sells that?
Yeah, it's free. It's free. Yeah.
I know there's so much free stuff being done for this sim that I suspect a lot of developers who had drawing boards before it came out are now kicking themselves.
Yeah.
There goes another idea. Oh, there goes another idea. That replay function is excellent.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, it's a real shame they didn't incorporate it at the start, actually. All the other flight sims.
I know. They're still planning on adding it, I think, aren't they, as a feature or so, but it's just...
Yeah, they said maybe next update, I think.
Yeah.
Which would be nice, because it's good to replay one, but it'd be much easier if you just had it in sim.
It would. It would.
I've just uploaded Cernet's flight track to the group flight discussion.
Oh, all right. Let's have a look.
Oh.
So he's been round the whole bit so far twice, has he?
Looks like it.
Oh my
Oh, I
god.
don't know. One of the tracks might be me actually. I don't know.
Oh yes, that would make sense. Yeah. So yeah, just a few. I mean, it's a pretty neat line considering.
Copy.
Harrison recommends Kos. Yes, I'm going to stream a flight actually from Bristol to Kos at some point, assuming that's a route that exists. Someone requested a flight from Bristol to a Greek island, and I haven't been there for ages, so should be good. Philander is our Lord and Saviour. The external replay doesn't replay other aircraft, like if you take off with your mate you can't see them with the external replay tool. Yeah, that would be a neat feature if they could implement that. I'd be surprised though, I've got to be honest.
Well, the thing is, it sort of moves your plane back, doesn't it? Whereas in other sims, it literally records it and then plays that for you.
Yes.
Like what you were.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So this is the first leg of Bimbles around Britain that I haven't actually tested out. I haven't flown it myself yet. Didn't have time because of work. So this leg, for example, feels rather long with far too little in the way of interesting facts. But there you are. Pretty countryside.
Nice fields.
Yes. Ah, hello, Caffel. How are you?
Well, we're just about to pass Coldstream, so you could talk about the Coldstream Guards.
I could. I absolutely could. But perhaps you could, Mark.
Well, I could if I knew anything about it.
Good answer. Good answer.
You could say, is the River Tweed really Tweed?
So the Coldstream Guards are the oldest continuously serving regiment in the British Army. I can tell you that much.
That was quick on the Wikipedia, Gilbert.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Jeez, wow.
Didn't even hear any
Been
clicking.
taking typing classes.
Yeah, so Coldstream's over to our left, sort of over here. And yeah, I mean, how much do you want to know? I suppose that's the real question. Do you want to know more than that? All that, do you? So they originated in 1650, and if I remember rightly, what was his name? That's right. I think it was General George Monk who founded it. Not 100% sure, but that rings a bell.
Was that the one played by Charlton Heston got a spear thrown through?
I've no idea. I don't think I've seen that film.
General Gordon, didn't he die in a battle?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I really do have to read pretty much all of my history from a web page.
The Scottish Tourist Board are going to complain.
They shouldn't. I've shown people a lot of the finest points in Scotland.
Yeah.
The people of Tweed are going to be not going to be happy.
Oh, Dingo's here! Dingo's here. I didn't see you. He's doing some beautiful formation flying. This is the trouble with being at the front. Gosh, in fact, loads of people have joined up.
We've got loads.
Yeah.
I just locked up for like 30 seconds here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you're all popping back in.
Oh, good. Good.
You can tell us a little bit about Floors Castle ahead of us?
I will tell you a lot about Floors Castle, but in the meantime, I want to point out Carham, which is just on the banks of the Tweed on my sort of 8 o'clock position.
This is frantically opening for me.
Which no. This is all pre-planned.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
So there's only one particularly interesting fact about it. Carham-on-Tweed is the place in England with the greatest population of Scottish-born people, at approximately 33%. And I'm very curious to know why they moved there from Scotland. Anyway, yes, Floors Castle. We should descend now to have a look at that.
Well, the border goes right through the village, so I'm assuming that they just...
Oh, that is...
Maybe the hospital's on the north side of the river.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. So, are you ready for some information about Floors Castle?
Wait, hold on, quickly. What servers are you on?
What? Sorry.
What servers are you on? You've all disappeared. I think that's probably.
Oh, Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. So Floors Castle is a Category A listed building. It's been the seat of the Dukes of Roxburgh since the 1720s. Currently, Charles Innes Kerr is the Duke of Roxburgh. He's a 41-year-old chap. Can't tell you much more about him than that. But it was, despite being called a castle, it is in fact a country house. It was built as a country house rather than a fortress. And you may know it from the 1984 film Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Apes. Don't know if any of you remember that.
I remember.
Yeah, there we are.
I remember that.
Silver, you should only talk about films. This is the only what the guys are interested in.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
No interest in historic and so on. Unbelievable.
It was a rubbish film, I know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't have Bo Derek in it or something, half dressed. So the usual.
What's new? I mean, she's always half dressed.
Oh, Colin, hello, welcome. Didn't see you there. I've missed a few messages. Greece, what a lovely country. Yes, he's like, here it is, it's Floors Castle. Look at that. It's got some very nice grounds as well, although mostly looks like grass, to be fair.
It's flawless.
Sorry?
Oh, wow.
Flawless. So I'm trying to be funny. Oh, it is. Is that with the add-on that you had? So if you got the add-on that you suggested, Philbert?
No, it's World Update, UK World Update.
Oh, it's a World
It's an
Update.
Asobo
Oh, okay.
jobby.
Very nice.
Let me come round for another look. I'm going far too fast for sightseeing.
Yeah, I'm going to have another look too.
EasyJet Go from Bristol's cost. Thank you, Harrison. Quite a few good things to look forward to. Contrails replay mode and the Hawk Trainer. I didn't know about the Hawk Trainer. It's cool.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, contrails would be nice.
They will. Yeah, they will. Wikipedia to the rescue. Hush. Lies. Harrison says, Jesus, how old are you lot? I think that was in reference to the 1984 film.
I'll let you draw your own conclusions.
Yeah.
Hello, Matt P. Glad you're enjoying the CJ4 vid. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Oh, you've seen the Royal Crest in the lawn?
No?
Yeah, just to the left of the house is a Royal Crest, huge Royal Crest. I think it's George V, by the look of it.
Yeah.
Did you say in the lawn?
Yes, it's been like a crop circle done by the Queen.
I haven't seen it. I'm going to have to
just
come
where our
round again.
corgis have burnt the grass.
So if I'm...
I think it's her father, or maybe the... Looks like a G, so it's got to be George, hasn't it?
Oh, it's past the house.
Yeah, just
past the trees and then into the garden bit.
Oh, okay. Oh yes, there's the garden
I'm looking
bit.
in the wrong place, yeah.
That's curious. Why would you put the formal gardens the other side of a forest to the house?
Maybe something to do with shooting pheasants or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Pheasants or peasants?
Oh yeah, very nice.
Yes.
Some kind of vegetable garden from the looks of things. Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Not an quick Wikipedia about that crest?
About the crest. Yeah, it was George. It was the one you said.
George V.
George V. Yeah. Yeah.
See, and I don't even have to look on Wikipedia. It's my brain.
Do you know, on other weeks, I have like paragraphs and paragraphs about each place, and I never get through them because everyone's too busy chatting about other stuff. And the one week I do like what I think is a sensible amount, just a few basic facts. No, everyone wants more. Dear, oh dear.
And we silver service members want even more.
Yeah, wait till you have like 60,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be unmanageable.
You'll have to take on staff filming.
I will. I was saying this to Ben the other day.
Yeah.
When I have staff.
You'll have to start your Bimbles from Heathrow because of so many planes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who that guy sitting next to you will work for free.
Maybe. Yeah. It's about time he started pulling his way. Actually, he's just sat there so far.
Is that not the Duke of Roxburgh?
So I have had a look on the Wikipedia page for you, and it doesn't mention the crest at all. But I do want to know if you are right. So I'm going to have to look at the official web page now. Someone tell me if I'm going to hit anything in my plane.
That's what your co-pilot's for.
Okay, so that crest is in the Millennium Garden. I'll tell you what the official website says. This lovely formal garden with its French-style parterre was created to commemorate the new millennium and features the intertwining initials of the 10th Duke and Duchess of Roxburgh. The Roman numerals MM in the box hedging signify the year 2000 and flank the ducal coronet. I don't know what the ducal coronet is, I'm afraid. I guess it's what they're talking about in the ground, right?
Yeah.
On the upper terrace are varieties of heritage apple trees trained up circular frames. And that's all I'm going to tell you about it. If you want more than that, then you've got your own web browsers.
And it's such a pity everybody's moved up from the castle already.
Ah, Demetrius, thank you. I pronounced Chios wrong in my last video. It's in fact Chios. There you are. You learn something every day. Harrison would like a history of all of England, please, from the original first Britons. 1 million. 1 million years ago. Take your time.
Get him the pop-up book.
Here you are, Harrison. Done. I've posted him a link. Right, what are we doing now? Where are we going next? Northumberland National Park. Ah, yes, yes. We're not there yet. We're more or less there. I think these hills that we're about to fly over are part of it. So I'll tell you about that as well. It's the northernmost national park in England. It covers 410 square miles, so it's big, because that's about a quarter of the county. And the Cheviot Hills mark the border between England and Scotland. And I presume, I'm not certain, that these are the Cheviot Hills. It's not on my map.
It's probably a natural defence range of barrier, really. Against
Yeah.
England, I suppose.
Yeah, probably.
Probably needed again, see?
Yeah. Do you know, when I was reading about Berwick upon Tweed, I was thinking, Christ, I hope we've seen the last of it, changing hands between the kingdoms of England and Scotland.
over to the left is Kirk Yetton, and I think that's the northernmost point of the Pennine Way.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Bit of info.
Yeah.
Alright. I should have loaded in.
Oh, good. Is your
Sorry,
name in the sim the same?
Yep, it's Philip.
Right. Oh yes, I see you. Yeah.
Hello.
Awesome. Hello.
You up ahead or?
Yes. Yeah. I'm at the front at the moment. Harrison says this is unsatisfactory. This doesn't mention the part where you banished my ancestors to a prison on the other side of the planet for stealing some 2p bread.
But aren't you glad it happened?
Yeah, all of these complaints, Harrison. You should be pleased. Look at you now with your COVID-free country and your, sun. Yeah. But I tell you what,
he was going to bed. He was going to bed an hour ago.
He's too tired to fly with us,
Too eager.
but not too tired to make snide comments in the chat. That's what we discovered.
No, there we go.
And I tell you what, Harrison, the beauty of Wikipedia is if you find a bit missing, you can edit it and add it yourself. So I'll check tomorrow and see what you've had to say about it all. So unfortunately, this is pretty much all we're going to see of the Northumberland National Park, because I don't want you to miss the Northumberland Coast area of outstanding natural beauty. So yeah, we're just cutting the corner basically.
It's lovely.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
So Ben said he might join us when he's back from Asda, which is his usual Saturday excuse. He goes to Asda at precisely 2 p.m. Couldn't do it any other time. I don't know if he's still there.
I hope he gets back from there if he goes to Asda.
Yeah.
I'm sure somewhere around here there's an old house, and it's called something like Hillcrest or Highcrest, something like that. And I think it was the first house in Britain that had electric light.
Really?
Yeah. It's a National Trust property. You can go around it. Can't remember exactly what it's called.
Nice.
Why here?
Why not?
Didn't the Scotsman invent electricity? Or facilitate it?
It was some bright spark.
Oh, very good, very good.
I would have assumed the first house with electricity would not be in the middle of nowhere, though. That's surprising. Maybe they just didn't realise its potential.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh dear.
That was a very clever physics check.
Was that you in the middle of nowhere?
Resistance is futile.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. We're on a roll now.
That's the current opinion.
There's no stopping you, Mark.
Sorry.
It's alright. Keep going, go on. Give us another one.
Oh, brother.
Figuring that if the server has like 248 milliseconds latency and a red dot might be the reason I can't see you. It might be. Someone who knows more about these things than I do told me that latency isn't an issue for this sort of thing. But I don't know. I don't know.
Gotta be the red dot.
Yeah, I don't know what the red dot means. Yeah, doesn't sound good though. Harrison says that's right. I can talk smack from the comfort of my bed rather than sitting at my computer having Wikipedia read to me. I use multiple sources, Harrison, I'll tell you. When I do my research, there is no stone left unturned. Oh dear. It is, I mean, Wikipedia is my primary, though, I'll give you that.
How many laps has Cernet done yet?
I don't know.
They'll have run out of bags by now.
The house is called Cragside. It's near Rothbury in Northumberland.
Cragside, did you say?
Yep. And it was nearly 10 years before Thomas Edison began working on incandescent lamps.
Yeah. I found it on a map. I'm trying to compare it to our flight plan, see if we can stop by. I don't think we can't really. We can't really. But I will give you the option, if you want, rather than landing at Eshott, or Eshott, I'm not sure, for a break, you can all go and find the Cragside, or Cragside. It's not too far from Eshott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them to switch the lights on and off and we can find it.
It's a mock Tudor-style house, and he equipped the house with wonderful inventions such as water-powered laundry, an early version of a dishwasher, a hydraulic lift, a rotisserie, a dumbwaiter.
Nice.
Powered all from the reservoirs around about.
And nobody's ever heard of it.
Because he didn't have internet access.
In 1870, he installed a dynamo to create the world's first domestic hydroelectric plant.
Wow.
He used that to light his house.
It's very interesting. Harrison says the sources of Wikipedia do not count as multiple sources. We're not back in uni doing the cheap Achieve 59 references. And by the way, Harrison, are you aware that your fellow Australian, Dingo, is not only joining us, but is doing some absolutely beautiful formation flying with me, while you're lying in bed, you know, winding me up? How does that make you feel? What are you flying, Pillow Pilot?
Oh, I'm a Savage Gravel.
Oh, nice, nice.
Just because I thought you'd probably be flying over somewhere that's quite short.
Yeah.
Touch and go. I just thought,
Yeah.
It's not a bad plane.
Yeah. You're showing up as a generic for me, but I don't know. I presume.
Do you have it downloaded?
I do, but I think I've probably got an old version, and you've probably got some newer liveries or something like that.
Oh, okay. I'll switch into something else.
No, it's all right. You know, you fly what you want. Doesn't make much odds to me.
No, but it looks nicer in formation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I've had to pause me there. I'll catch up.
Okay.
And there goes the nameplate.
Yeah. Right, go on. Oh gosh, I'm just flying alongside this 787. This is huge.
If you can do formation with Cement 787, I'll be even more impressed.
Oh god, I'll try, but it's going really slow.
He is.
He's doing really well.
Skill.
Harrison says Dingo's their consulate representative.
Oh! There we go. Sorry. Stalled out then for a second. Right, yeah, so
So, Philbert, you're showing up as a Beechcraft Bonanza to me. Is there a setting somewhere where I can see what plane you're actually flying?
It's because you don't have my Filbert Flies livery. So I posted it. I should have posted it again. Really, it's in the stream announcements channel. I think before the last. Sorry, not stream announcements. Group flight announcements before the last Bimble we did. So you can download it from there.
You wanted to say that there's something missing in an instruction?
Well, apparently so. Apparently so. Yeah, it's not in group flight announcements. It must be in group flight discussion.
Is it a mod itself, or is it just a livery update, Filbert?
Well, it's both. It's just something you drop
Okay.
in your community folder, same as any other livery.
Oh right, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
right,
So I do use the mod that alters the 152 as well.
okay, I haven't got that. You see.
But no, that shouldn't affect how I look. It'll just be the livery.
Right, there
Okay.
we go. That should be better. I'll try and formation.
So if someone's flying a
know what you look
Spitfire,
like.
I need to have that, do I? To see it?
If what, sorry?
If someone's flying a Spitfire, would I need to have that installed to be able to see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a real shame that they can't sort of stream some sort of low resolution version of people's liveries so that everyone looks right without you having stuff installed.
Well, it doesn't make sense that you're flying a 152 just because your livery changes. Why does it change the actual plane height?
Yeah, I don't know. It's odd.
Probably not Wikipedia either.
Probably not. No.
Dang it. Dang it.
G'day.
Who's that? Dingo?
Dingo, yeah.
Ah.
Sorry, I was having to do that one-handed and stay in formation. I just wanted to chime in about the gentleman that can't see your model.
Yes.
It's very much a possibility that it's not the livery. What it is if you go into general options and traffic, and right down the bottom there's a thing used generic. And so you wanted to make sure that's unchecked. Have all that off.
Ah, good call.
You should see a 152 then.
Okay.
Great, thanks.
Like you'll see the 152 not in his livery, but because the livery's just the livery, it's not the body, and it might be something to do with
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of 152s, to be honest. They're mostly Beechcraft.
Yeah, that'd be what it is. That's
Right.
all. It's substituting with the generic.
Have you sorted that bug out with that? Because it was causing lots of crashes a long time ago
Yep.
on the generic. On the generic selection, the reason I stopped it is because there was a bug, wasn't it, that was causing lots of crashes.
I've never had that problem. Everything works.
Just to jump
Yeah, I
in, Barbara Castle is on the coast there.
Yes, I'm spotted it and I'm googling it as we speak.
You need to get yourself some high-tech monocles. So
I-
you just look at something and say, identify.
Yeah, I do. That's true. So this was originally
Google glasses.
Google Glasses with some kind of MSFS plugin. Looks like a tower block, but is probably Bamburgh Castle. So yes, it was originally the location of a Celtic Brittonic fort known as Dingari, and may have been the capital of the kingdom of Bernicia from its foundation in roughly 420 to 547. After
Sounds amazing.
it does, doesn't it?
I'm gonna land on its lawn.
Go for it. The fort was destroyed by the Vikings in 993, and the Normans later built a Newcastle on this site, which forms the core of the present one. But after a revolt in 1095, supported by the castle's owner, which is interesting, it became the property of the English monarch. And there it is. It doesn't look too bad.
It's not quite good. It's not bad when you get close.
No.
Yeah, it looks reasonably realistic.
I'm sure castles when this sim I should say, first came out, were a lot worse than they are now. They must have done something to get the AI to draw them better.
They were pretty bad when it first came out, I'm pretty sure. They were like the Skyblocks.
Yeah.
Might have still
I
put
can
out
imagine.
there.
Probably used to look like a grain silo
Yeah.
Let's try this thing. It's just-
or an office building.
Yeah.
Dingo, are you reading the jingoistic nonsense that Harrison's talking in the YouTube chat?
I was with my left eye. Got second monitors on my left, but it's now gone blind.
Alright, so he's saying, as the number one Commonwealth realm, you don't need too much success and greatness in the one stream, so Dingo will suffice. Dear.
I've changed that setting, Phil, but you're definitely more crate-like.
Oh, you've changed your setting, have you?
Yes, I can see your spindly fixed legs. But you can't take up.
There's nothing wrong with spindly fixed legs, thank you very much.
You're terrible, Steve.
I think it's a nice little plane. If you can get around the country in this, you're going to see a darn sight more than you will in some kind of low-wing twin-engine monstrosity.
There you go, get your own back.
Oh, you made it, Pillow Pilot. You're down.
Billy Pilot's on the lawn.
I was lucky.
Now you just get arrested.
You should have been with us when we landed on Bimbles then. Showing us all that.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah, Phil, but there's an idea. You could recreate that flight that that guy took when he landed in Moscow Square in the 80s. Do you remember that? Reading about that?
Oh, on that bridge.
I mean, I don't, but I was very, very young in the 80s.
You're talking about Michael
Yeah,
Host?
like,
He was West
Yeah,
German,
like-
wasn't he?
Yeah, Michael
yeah,
was.
like 17 years old or something like that.
He also had crackers.
Why did he do it?
Just for fun.
Okay.
The Kremlin wasn't happy.
Yeah.
No, I'll
They had
bet.
a problem with that.
I'll bet.
He's pretty lucky to be able to pull it off.
Oh yeah. Especially lucky they didn't stick him in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. They did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't for very long though, was it?
Yes, but now he is in, how it is called, where in a hospital which is closed. What is the English word? Irrenanstalt.
A hospital which is closed.
I mean, like an asylum.
Yeah.
Action word, but a mental health hospital. A mental something like that. He says, trying to desperately be PC. For the right word.
You mean
It's Loom?
asylum?
Oh,
Yes,
asylum.
asylum. Yes.
Asylum,
Yeah.
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 It's a bit 19th century that now. That. Yeah, but that would, as I was, can you try and land on that bridge? That would be quite a challenge.
Which bridge?
In the one he landed in Moscow
Ah,
Red
okay.
Square, I think.
Square.
Yeah, right. Maybe. I never say no to anything. Hello, Liam. Welcome.
That'll be in the Bimbles Around Russia tour.
Yeah.
I'll be careful what you say with that, Phil, but you never say no to anything. we might pick you up on that comment at some point.
It's not strictly true. I've said no to showing my face on streams, so that,
You have,
I've already
yes.
proven that to be a lie. But £1 million, 1 million subscribers, whichever comes first, that's when it'll happen.
We've only got 900,000 more YouTube channels to create.
Harrison says, and from now on it shall be forever known as Isloom. What do you call them in German, Marcus?
Irrenanstalt.
Irrenanstalt, okay.
House of crazy peoples.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Does what it says on the tin.
That funny farms term that used to be used here.
Oh yes, yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, times have changed rapidly.
Holy cow. Hello, Sirnet.
What?
So we are now, I mean, I started following the pink line of the flight plan, but that isn't what I wanted to do here, I'd forgotten. We want to be following the coast because it is an area of outstanding natural beauty, covering 40 miles of coastline from Berwick upon Tweed to the River Coquette estuary.
Very nice.
40 miles of coastline. You guys are lucky.
Coquette, it's French, isn't it?
40 miles of beautiful coastline, the rest is mediocre.
Are we at the beautiful part or the
Yeah,
mediocre part?
this is the beautiful part.
Okay.
So this is Beadnell, is it? Yeah, Beadnell, we're overhead now. Sea Houses is meant to be nice, which is the bit on that sort of promontory bit just behind me. I mean, it doesn't look all that different to any other coastline in the sim, I won't lie to you. But
I was going to say, it's nice.
it's nice but not outstandingly beautiful, I'd say.
It's brown. The water.
That's just sand.
I'll stick with the aquamarine in Brazil, thanks.
Hello, Garlic Games. Outstanding natural beauty, unlike yourself, Phil. But gosh, I think it's definitely past your bedtime, Harrison.
That's outrageous.
You've heard of the mass singer? This film is the mass streamer. Mass streamer. I don't know what he looks like.
Put it this way, Harrison. When I get my 1,000,000th subscriber, be prepared to be proven very wrong indeed.
Good reply.
Yeah, we'll find out it's a 60-year-old pensioner that works in the post office. This fantasy life in the background.
Dear.
Gosh, Dingo, you're doing some impressive formation work. I'm trying my hardest.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
I got taught by a real life pilot, and he said the key is you've got to jiggle your throttle forward and backwards, just rather than have it sort of one spot. So as you get closer, you start jiggling the throttle forward and backwards, and then it becomes less and less until you really need make no adjustment.
Interesting.
Is this another bit of castle?
Sorry?
Is this another bit of castle? Something or other?
Oh, it looks like it, doesn't it? Some kind of defensive wall.
Yeah.
Or an asylum.
Could be an asylum.
It's the SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
It's done
It's like,
Stanborough Castle.
It's like that creature from Lord of the Rings, the Wraith, whatever it is.
What did you say it was called, Mark? You sounded like you had actual knowledge there.
Yep, Dunstanborough.
Dunstanborough, thank you. Dunstanborough Castle. I might delegate the commentary on future Bimbles to you, because you do seem to just know stuff.
I've been around the country a long time.
Yeah.
I like visiting places.
Yeah. Oh, and I just seen I have a message from Quabnots who has confirmed his microphone isn't working. Sorry, I didn't spot the ping. I've lost it again, but it was. Here we are. My mic is still out of service, so I'll show muted for the flight in Discord. Another bit of location trivia. Just northwest of the Alnmouth waypoint is Alnwick, home to Alnwick Castle of Harry Potter films fame, and home to the Duke of Northumberland. It's a generic castle model, though, as far as I can tell. There you are.
Yeah, I'd be glad to know I've been there as well.
I am. Relieved, really.
One thing I remember about going there was they did broomstick training, as in Harry Potter.
Oh, right.
For the kids, so the kids could pick up broomsticks and they teach them how to fly. And they said, when you're moving around, you need to make, lots of noises as though you're flying, and then everyone goes wee like that, and they said, but there's no weeing on our broomsticks.
Wow. So is this basically the castle that was used for the exterior shots of Hogwarts then, or was this somewhere else?
Yeah, I think it was.
Sorry for the zooming in and out. It's whenever I try and scroll my Discord, it does both. Northwest.
Has anyone flown over somewhere and then thought, I need to go and look at that in real life?
Yes, I've done a lot of that.
Have you actually gone anywhere that you've flown over first? Flight sim?
No, because I haven't really gone anywhere for a year, but I intend to.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm like that with Dubrovnik, so I'm going to go to Dubrovnik this year.
Yes, I'd like to go to Dubrovnik.
I went there last year.
Are we?
The year before. That's all right. It wasn't last year. It's the year before. Fantastic place.
So he says it's northwest of Alnmouth, so we'd better turn inland a little bit and see if we can spot it.
Yeah, so Alnwick is kind of 280 degrees from Alnmouth.
Oh, it's actually in Alnwick itself, is it? Alnwick, sorry.
Alnwick, yeah.
Alnwick.
On the edge.
Oh, Tolstoy's here! Not yet in the chat, I don't think, but I've just seen his tag. Alnwick. So is it Alnwick and Amouth, or is it Alnmouth?
I think it's Alnmouth.
Well, that makes no sense whatsoever.
That's typical British names, isn't it?
Yeah. Just catching up with the delightful chat. By the time it happens, it'll be a bloody pensioner, he says. And just in time, he's donated £3 and said, don't ban me. Just in time, Harrison.
Blackmail.
The castle's on the northern edge of the town.
Okay.
Just towards the river.
I see the river. I see the town. Love you, don't hate me. I'm trying really hard, Harrison. I'm trying really, really hard. You're back to me, interest. Hello, did you miss many Wikipedia things? No, not many. You missed the fact that the Northumberland Coast Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty covers 40 miles of coastline from Berwick upon Tweed to the River Coquette Estuary. That's about it.
You said outstanding mental beauty.
No, I didn't. I didn't, I'm pretty sure. Outstanding natural beauty. Oh, here it is. There it is. There's the castle.
Yeah, not very well modelled.
No. No.
It's a bit disappointing.
Yeah. Better luck next time, Crabnuts. It's gone down like a lead balloon. No, worth a look though. Definitely worth a look. This is where Hogwarts was.
It really looks like that.
Nice church though.
Yeah.
Alnwick Church, I believe it's called.
It's busy, and that's what's quite nice. It's
Yeah.
quite busy, it's business, so.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
I've got so much to tell you about Alnmouth. I'm going to start right now. In fact, it's a good job we took a detour. We'd have been past it before I'd begun. So it's a village of around 445 people, which was once a leading northeast centre for the export of grain and other foodstuffs, especially to London, and specialised in the import of timber and slate. Port activities declined at the end of the 19th century, in part because of the deterioration of the port due to shifting and silting of the river estuary, and in part as trade transferred to the railways. After the railways came, Alnmouth transformed into a coastal resort and has one of the earliest English golf courses.
I wouldn't like to try and say that.
I never know what to say.
No, it's hard, isn't
lost
it?
to your golf course.
Pardon?
Great.
You lost to your golf course.
Phil, but I wouldn't like to say that after a few drinks, shifting and silting. It could go horribly wrong.
It's true. It's true. Is that Alnmouth station down there? Or is it just... No, it's just a road, I think. Oh no, it is a station.
And it's the East Coast Main Line.
It is the East
Should we
Coast.
do with that?
I am. I try to keep the railway facts to a minimum because I think if you don't like my my local history facts, you're not going to want to hear about the railways. But I have got a little bit of railway knowledge for you later on.
Is it just you and me, Philbert, in the railway industry, or is there other people in? Anyone
think-
else in railways?
I think it's just us.
Oh, there we go.
Talking about model railways, then yeah, but not really.
Oh,
Right.
okay. No, we do have the real deal.
I used to work for a company that made parts for railways, railway engines,
Okay.
bearings and monitoring equipment, that kind of thing.
Ah.
We just painted only the TGV. Does it count that?
Yes.
It counts, yeah.
Okay.
It's a connection. Yeah.
I rode on a train once.
That counts.
You're in the US. You're excused for not having much railway experience because of the lack of trains.
Yeah, I literally have only ridden the subways in Chicago. And then I lived in Germany for a couple of years, a long time.
Right.
My American friends in Chicago used to call Amtrak Amcrash.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Have they got a bad record then?
By our standards, they do. By European standards, they do. Yeah. I've travelled on Amtrak. I didn't feel unsafe.
The thing with Amtrak here is it takes a back seat to cargo.
Yeah.
The vast majority of the rail lines are owned by other companies, so they have to pull over if there's a trainload of coal or something.
Yeah.
So you can
Oh,
sit for
crap,
2 hours on a
China.
train.
I experienced a bit of that in Canada. I took the Canadian across country from Toronto to Vancouver to visit a friend in a very circuitous route. And yeah, there was a lot of sitting in sidings waiting for freight trains to pass. I've just realised that you, Steve, and two other people, Jetstream322 and AskDave1152, didn't even bother to come and have a look at Alnmouth. They just ploughed on overland.
This thing's just too fast for your crate. I did turn back, but then you all went past me again, so I turned round and here I am again. in
Right,
front.
right.
Listen, if Cernet can keep up with us in a 320 or 787,
Yeah. I
But
mean,
these PA44s aren't designed to go slow.
Unlike 787s.
With Ryanair owned one, they would.
Oh Christ, our Lambert 93 is looking forward to some facts about the Tyne and Wear Metro. Alright, that's what I'm doing in my break then. Oh yeah, so we're approaching Eshott Airfield, and I did post somewhere a little page which had a diagram. I don't know what the wind's doing. let me get the meta for.
273 and 10.
Oh, you're an absolute lifesaver. Thank you. Is that Newcastle?
No, Eshott.
Oh, it has its own.
Well, it's whatever little nav maps pulled up. From
Oh, okay.
NOAA nearest weather. Yeah, it's
Oh,
from
right. Yeah.
Newcastle.
Okay. 273 at 10. So now all I need to do is remember which way the runways run, which I did post somewhere but did not save anywhere useful. Is it in group flight discussion? Yes.
Yeah, it's got a 26.
Has it got a 26?
Yeah.
We'll do that then. Yeah, hard 26. Is it Eshott or Eshott? Eshott seems to be what you're saying, right?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Making that one up.
I don't know why I've just come to know you as someone who knows how to pronounce everything, but I appreciate that's largely because you live in Scotland and it was Scottish place names.
Yeah, I don't know everything.
No. Come fly with me, flight simulations. Hello, welcome. Sorry, Mark.
I say I never will.
Now, if I go too slow in this thing, it starts making an alarm for the gears.
Oh, right, okay. You better stick your gear down and stop moaning about everyone else's then.
Yeah, we don't have that problem in the grade.
Right, so I'm going to do a quick left-hand circuit. I'm just joining the downwind leg now, ish.
It's actually a building at the end of the runway.
Nice. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we won't use that one.
I'm coming back. I'm on my way back to you.
Okay.
Which runway are we landing on, Filbert?
26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
None of them seem to have any kind of markings, but it's the opposite one to what Marcus has just landed on, basically.
Oh,
As
okay.
always.
Right, I'm
Where's
turning
the
base.
airport?
It's where Marcus is.
There's so many people, I can't see who it is.
It's a very dishevelled airport, but it is an airport.
Yeah.
That looks like a runway.
Oh yeah, I just landed on tarmac, but it actually wasn't the runway.
Oh right.
It was in line with the runway, but the runway is just a little thin strip later on.
Oh, hang on. No, Marcus did land on the right runway. I'm landing on the wrong runway. That's what's happening here. I got muddled up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm landing on 08.
You landed on 08. Yeah.
Sorry, Marcus. That was unfair.
Yeah, I'm used to be, yeah, so fine.
The wind's quite calm anyway. Oh wow, yeah, this is not really a runway as I know it. It's like a toy.
What the?
That is ridiculous.
They just got the sizing wrong when they made it. Just
Where's everyone coming in on 08 and I landed?
Because I don't know about how compasses work, basically.
I'm coming on 26.
Anyway, at least I landed on a runway, eh? Dear. Right, I'm going to plonk it somewhere where I can see. Which way are the rest of you coming in? Quebnots, thank you. You're supporting me in my errors.
You know, Phil, but there are so red, white papers near the runways showing you exactly where the wind is.
You're right. You're right.
The wind sucks, yeah. They actually work. I'm going to park next to Marcus.
Where is Marcus? Oh, he's over there.
It's at the end of runway 01.
Whatever.
6, yeah.
Alright.
As long as you get down, that's the main thing.
This is what happens when someone shows you up. Everyone stops following you and starts following them instead. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to take off in the same direction, I think. Because Dingo's supportive. We got a few others. Quebnots, yes, good. But ugly little airport with absolutely no features at all.
Nothing.
but at least we can go to the toilet and get a drink of water.
Great. There's a gas pump.
Is there? Oh, that's something.
We continue in 5-10 minutes. What is
What?
the plan?
Yes, yeah. I was just going to wait for everyone to be down, but I think almost everyone's down. I'll just watch Senent come in his 787. That'll be entertaining.
Oh yes.
And we'll resume. We'll resume at 10 to 4, 15:50 Zulu. So in 10 minutes. Tom, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, let me get the blooming drone in the right place.
Oh, and he's down. Oh, and he's up. Oh,
Does he have gear down? Oh, he's disappeared.
Oh.
He's reappeared.
he's
Blinking.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
nice job.
Well, a job anyway. Nice. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to take a break, and I will see you at 10:02.
Okay.
See you.
Oh, somebody's got a Waco. I got that. You can see it.
Got the what?
The Waco. You know, the biplane.
Ah,
Yes, he's in a biplane. Because I own that, so I can see it.
nice. I'm in the Alpha jet, so it's all right.
I did the Waco last time, but it's too much hard work, you know, on a long trip.
At 787.
I swear I hear sirens.
It's the medical personnel coming to
Can you
get me.
Yeah.
Turner just ran over me.
Straight jackets.
You imagine live players going past going, what the... What's going on there? Oh, it's the Waco.
Someone who's flying 787, what do you recommend?
Sorry, say that again?
Whoever's flying 787, what do you recommend? It's like,
Flying...
who's flying that 787?
Oh, he's a mad person. There's another one over there, isn't there? Have
Like
you?
me.
you-
I'm
It's a-
having a go. I'm having a go. I'll see if I can land it here. You can rate the touchdown when I come back. It's very hard to keep it straight.
It's the default, isn't it? It's a nightmare.
It's not very good.
It's got you down as the Cessna 152.
Has it? Alright, let's do this thing. Kill the thrust. Stay in for 100. A little bit right. like the airport we've landed at. It's nice. Alright. Someone. There's a building at the end of the runway.
The British Avgate had a doing landings by Paro, and everybody was trying to land a jumbo in this mountain airport.
Were they? Yeah. I've tried British Avgate sometimes.
And some guy paid, someone said give us 60 quid if he can land it, and they did.
Oh my god.
We got it down.
Yeah, I thought it down quite nicely. Yeah, it doesn't fly very well, the 787. It is just for a bit of fun, really. I wouldn't do it for anything else.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. It just doesn't really work very well. Also, it's turning circles. Oof. That's better.
Pillar pilot, are you going to have a go now in the jet?
In the 787?
Yeah. Are you gonna do the second half of the Bimbles in that?
Maybe. I don't think so, because it kind of ruins the way a bit.
Ah, I think
some
more the
touch
merrier.
base. Just do a touch and go, so I'm not very good at flying this one.
Are you going to get off? Yeah. Ooh, just. Or maybe. It's not a very nice runway for the plane.
I just landed on the grass. I mean, that's what these planes are for.
Well, exactly.
I couldn't tell which was the runway and which wasn't.
I need to get the mod that Filbert's got so I can, see all the other. They're all kind of the generic aircraft. I need to update
I'd
that.
say somebody's in a Waco, so I can see that.
Yeah, because you've got it.
Yeah.
It is. They probably will get it. You don't have to have the aircraft to see it. It seems a bit silly.
I know. Well, I suppose everybody's going to get the Piper Arrow, but I'm getting the turbo version because I like to go longer. It's a cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wonder if, probably Filbert's going to get the ordinary ones.
I'm back, and yes, I am. But they're going to. So I got an email from Just Flight with my little preview version, and he gave me some information. So anyone who buys the Arrow from us will get an offer of 66% off the turbo version. So that's worth knowing.
Well, so if you buy the ordinary one, you get 60% off the turbo.
Yeah, 66%.
Oh, I might do that because that's 2 more planes, though.
Exactly.
I collect planes like you collect airports, Phil.
Yeah, I know.
Anything that comes out, I want to buy it.
And I have never ever bought a GA plane. I've only ever bought airliners. So this is my first little airplane add-on. Which is exciting.
Yeah, the Mooney is my favorite.
That's nice.
I haven't
I
tried
really
it,
like
but
it.
I've heard good things. Yeah.
Did you see that?
Go on.
It's
Sorry.
a nice flying plane. It's much faster than the Arrow.
Did you see that fucker I posted on that really basic plane? Now, I wasn't swearing. It's an actual.
No, I didn't. Where?
There's that same guy that did the Piper review. he posted. It's an old German plane. It's all dials and they're all in different places. And he says it's pretty interesting if you want a challenge because it's like 30 years old or something.
Okay.
And it's not a modern plane. It's on the payware. But
I'll have a look afterwards.
It's exceptional. But it's very tricky to fly because it only has half frequencies, so you can't tune into it. Anything that and that's built into the plane as it was.
Yeah. Well, shall we press on? I see we have some new arrivals. Tolstoy, welcome.
Good morning or good afternoon. Thank you.
It's been ages since I've seen you. It's nice to have you here. Anyone else who has joined us? Wacky, are you weren't here for the first half, I don't think.
I was.
Oh, were you? Oh, you were just quiet. Well, nice to see you as well, even if you have been here all along. Nice to realise you're here. Right. Shall we? I suppose we should take off from runway 26, shouldn't we? It seems like the sensible thing to do.
Or the grass.
Or the grass, yeah. It's very casual, these group flights.
Why get sensible now?
Harrison, I imagine you've gone. Sorry, I've just seen your message, but it was a pleasure to have you here in spite of everything. And sleep well if you haven't yet left. Right, so really we're pretty much there. The remainder is just, if I remember rightly, heading down to Newcastle. Oh, hello, Pillow Pilot. Sorry.
No problem.
Whoops. Look left, look right.
Yeah, please.
Before you cross the road.
Look up.
Look up as well.
Well, I think I'm going to go from here. It's plenty of runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait for you to cross, and then I'll take off. Oh yeah, I can tell you a little bit about this airfield. Actually, I forgot. It's a former RAF World War II airfield, and from 1942 it's home to Number 57 Operational Training Unit RAF, which carried out training on Spitfires until the unit was transferred north to RAF Bulmer in August 1944. It's now used by microlights and small light aircraft and 787s, with 2 flying schools based on site.
Right. I think I have to go. Thanks very much for all of this.
Oh, no problem at
I'll
all.
catch up with you again soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. Have a good rest of your weekend.
I'd say I'm just finishing up some ATC training and down at San Juan. If that's in there, you should come and join if sometime.
Oh yeah, yeah, sounds
will do.
good.
It's a nice little place.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, guys.
All right. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Yeah,
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I just need to get my track IR set up. Not like that, but like that. Let's do it. Oh, a bit of a bump there. Be wary of that. Oh, it's not just Newcastle left. We've got a few places. We've got Morpeth en route. Steve's off. Faster than
off like a rocket, this thing.
faster than a speeding 787.
It is.
Well, this is what happens when you fly modern aircraft, though. It was built in the 1960s, but,
Yeah, similar age, I reckon.
Steve just does not like the Cessna 152. That's the end of the story.
Yeah, I've got that impression.
I've done loops in that thing so many times trying to trim it.
Talking of stories, tell us about what happened with you two.
I was kind of finding the right moment. Maybe this is the right moment where I've had a cup of tea. Okay, so I decided to take him on a trip from Dakhla, Western Sahara, which is occupied by Morocco. So sort of about 300 nautical miles south of the Canaries. And we got the CJ4s, which I'm getting fairly comfortable with.
Yeah.
So to speak, what I thought anyway. So there's a bit of a gusty wind, 25 knot wind. Lovely day to get to the runway. Did all my checks, what I thought I'd done. Steve goes first. I take off, and there's this weaving across the runway. And I think, God, is it really that gusty? And I said, Steve, is it that gusty? And he goes, no, it's fine.
Right.
I take off, and then it veers off to the right. And I'm looking, what's going on with this plane? And I'm thinking, okay, everything looks okay on the PFD, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Struggling to keep to the flight plan, get to about 18,000 feet, and I'm just doing about 180 knots, and I'm thinking, there's something, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Get to 18,000 feet, and these, in between, there's a thing flashing up saying fuel imbalance. And I said, what is wrong with this CJ4? And then I have another look, get my glasses on, and I see, to my horror, that I've only started one engine. So we can look at it two ways. We can look at it, that's a skill, or we can just say, Jason, go back to basics, check your checklist.
I think we can say both.
Yeah, I think I did about 200, probably, maybe, 100. Maybe 100 miles, for argument's sake, flying on one engine. And
Nice.
It took me about 20 minutes to realise that I was flying on one engine. Anyway, that's the story, but it's quite funny.
And now we know how Sternon's been able to go so slowly in the
Yeah, so I have a new
Yeah, that's
name.
true.
I'm Oscar Echo Oscar, which is one-engined Ollie.
You've heard of Two Jack Prescott.
I've been christened.
That's awesome.
Brilliant.
I leave my flaps down, Jason, but I wouldn't notice an engine.
It took me a while, but it's you, Steve. You talk too much. I can't get.
Inside of that CJ4 is very quiet.
It is.
It is. It's just a
that's
gentle
true.
whirl and whir of an engine, and so you're just if you're chatting away and you're not doing your checklists, and these things happen, But I managed to start the engine at 18,000 feet,
Good.
and we picked up, where we left off.
Then he landed
go on.
3 days later.
Oh, dear.
You know, it's stories like that I'm like, I'll just stick to one engine planes.
Yeah. There's a first for everything. It won't be the last, mind you.
I had a similar problem in the CJ4, and I went onto their working title Discord to try and work it out. I took off, and I was only climbing at like 1,000 feet a minute, 500 feet a minute. I thought, am I getting out icing? So I checked the icing, switched the anti-ice on. Nothing changed. And he said to me, is your speed brake on? I'm picking up with the speed brake fully on, 100%.
I've done that. So this is Morpeth, and I've descended to try and spot the sites that Quabnot said we should look out for. So he says that the Morpeth Chantry, which was built in 1296, will be on the right just before crossing the river. Now I think I've come too far east looking for it, so I'm going to follow the line, and hopefully we'll spot it. Anyway, whether we do or we don't, it's quite interesting. It's home to the Morpeth Chantry Bagpipe Museum, specialising in the history and development of the Northumbrian small pipes, the only extant bagpipe in England. So worth seeing, I think. Worth seeing, but I just can't find exactly where it is. Should be a castle on the other side of the river, Morpeth Castle.
Listen for the sound of screeching cats.
I assume he must have looked at the flight plan route and spotted that it would be directly below that, so I'm going to try and follow it more closely. We're over Morpeth, Kami.
Maybe in England or Scotland, I can't think.
In England.
We're in England, yeah.
Have we got a bagpipe centre?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's specific to the Northumbrian small pipes.
Oh, right.
Oh, so here's a bridge. Here's the river. Here's a bridge.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
It must be one of the. It must be somewhere down here, because this, I presume, is Morpeth Castle. It looks all right, doesn't it? It certainly looks like a castle. I'll stop being surprised by this one day. I'm just not used to it yet. And this railway that we're flying over here, this is my one railway fact of this episode. You'll notice a very, very tight curve, and it's reputed to be the tightest curve of any mainline railway in Britain. And it's been a major factor in several fairly serious derailments. So you've got this high-speed railway line all the way from London to Edinburgh, and you've got this curve which has a such a tight radius that there's a massive speed restriction on it. And I've tried to find out why they couldn't have found a better route, and I've totally failed. So if there is a sort of closet rail geek on here who can explain this, I'd be interested in hearing.
When was it built?
What, the railway?
Yeah.
Long time ago.
It's probably because the town wanted it, didn't it? So they probably.
Yeah, it probably was. There was probably a diversion.
The trains were a lot slower then.
Yeah.
I don't know, was it built in the 1870s or 1880s?
I think it was probably earlier, I think. I'm going to look this up. It was built during the 1840s by three railway companies: the North British Railway, the North Eastern Railway and the Great Northern Railway. In 1923 the Railways Act led to their amalgamation to form the LNER, and the line became its primary route. So yeah, I don't know then. I don't know why that curve's there. But interesting fact nonetheless. What else have I got for you? Yeah, so it's a historic market town. Don't know when it comes from, when it was founded, but it's believed to have existed. Oh no, I do know when it was founded. It's believed to have existed since the Neolithic period. So yeah, they probably had to build the railway around the town rather than the other way around. And final fact about Morpeth, this is from my friend Ross, who actually lived here, grew up here. Admiral Lord Collingsworth, Nelson's second in command at the Battle of Trafalgar, had a house here. So that's obviously their claim to fame. That's all.
It was probably where the railway should have gone straight, and he said, not on my Nelly.
Yeah.
you putting a railway through my garden.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, vested interests.
Are you just flying over Alnmouth Castle?
I think we've over Alnmouth Castle. Morpeth Castle, you mean?
Alnwick. It's halfway. It's all the way to Morpeth. If you have to Morpeth, yeah, you've already passed it.
Yeah, we did. Did we have a look at? Yeah, we did have a look at it.
Yep.
It wasn't very impressive.
In the sim.
In the sim, yeah, I'm sure it's lovely in real life.
It's very nice in real life.
Right.
Oh, Tom, it's you. I just noticed your name flashing. Welcome.
Hello.
How to lose YouTube viewers. we're just playing a view of town, and it's not very impressive.
It's just known as the Harry Potter Castle.
Yeah. Yeah, we did have a good look. We decided it didn't look half as impressive as it does in real life.
Yeah.
Lambert, can you fly to the mouth of the Tyne and you will see the ferry that goes to Amsterdam should be modelled, and the Tynemouth Priory will be nice to see at the mouth of the Tyne. How far is the mouth of the Tyne? Can't be that far. I don't see why not. Is anyone up for a trip down to the mouth of the Tyne?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, in that case, let's hang a left here and head out to the coast, and we'll come in from... Hang on, let me have a look at my plan. What was my plan? No, we'll fly over Newcastle Airport. We'll continue following the route, have a look at a couple of Newcastle landmarks, and then head east. So we'll fly downstream. Yeah, of course you could join us, Kami. We're just about to fly over Newcastle Airport.
Is that a quarry below, Filbert, or what is that?
No, it's not a quarry.
Okay.
No.
I just thought you might know.
Oh dear, Tolstoy's here and everything. I should have researched. I'm so sorry.
It's the former Banks Shotton surface mine.
Oh, a mine, right? Yeah, no one's interested
It's
in
a
them.
mine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a quarry.
Yeah,
it's a coal mine.
It's not a quarry.
Yeah, coals to Newcastle and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a wealth of knowledge, Kai. It's a feature of my my Bimbles series. I get to show off the my extensive knowledge of English history. So we're about to fly basically under the approach path to Newcastle. Should see the airport over to the right. Who is that person besides me? I don't know, Kami. He just turned up. I've been talking about him since the beginning. I asked him to get out, and he wouldn't. He's just sat there doing nothing useful. No, we think it's something to do with the Cessna 152 mod, probably.
I thought it was the Earl of Roxburgh.
Oh yeah, we did decide it was the Earl of Roxburgh. A condition of flying over his castle is he has to come along.
It's probably the history police.
St. James Park straight ahead.
I thought we were a bit far north for St James Park. Anyway. Not the St James Park.
No, not the St James Park.
I've only ever been to Newcastle once, years ago.
Yeah, I've only been there once.
They'd done done up the centre all very nice with regeneration, I remember.
I've tried, Kai. I've tried. I mean, I'll give it another whirl.
Is that a race course?
It's
to the
totally
left,
unfazed. Is that a race course to the left? Yes. Yes, it is. Do you want more than that?
No, that's good. That's good.
I want the last time the King's Horse won there. And I'm going to accept anything less.
Oh dear. Southeast Asia, Kami.
I thought we were in Newcastle.
So confused.
I thought it was Cloud Cuckoo Land.
I'm just here for the chit chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best bit of these, to be honest.
It really is.
Yeah, nobody gives a damn about Newcastle.
That's putting it blunt.
And St James's Park has got a big stadium type thing in it. I presume that's a football team or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a football team, I think.
One of the first English towns I ever knew.
Newcastle, maybe?
Could be Newcastle United, yeah, could well be.
It's a very good guess.
all I know is that it's a football team.
I remember that bridge with the circular jumping out thing. I've been there. Oh, it's coming back.
Yeah. Oh, Dingo's
It's
shop
also
is
where we
out.
got one of our bridges from.
Pardon?
It's where we got one of our bridges from. Sydney Harbour Bridge is modelled after Newcastle's bridge.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep, same people.
Fascinating. Right.
Gilbert, you're supposed to say, I forgot that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Or just, yeah, I know.
But everybody's heard of Sydney Harbour Bridge. Nobody's heard of Newcastle.
Yeah, never say you didn't know that.
Slipped my mind.
So our first landmark is Gray's Monument, which we're approaching rather rapidly at the moment. I can't see it, to be honest with you. Oh yes, there it is. It looks a bit like Nelson's Column. It's just here for those watching the stream. And that is a monument to Charles Grey, the second Earl Grey, who passed the Great Reform Act of 1832. That's why that's there.
He didn't invent the tea.
No, I don't think. I think that was his dad.
Well, it's sort of done a bit better than his dad then, didn't he?
So that's that, and I'll try not to crash into anything at looking at the pretty stuff. Next we're going to head further sort of southeast to Newcastle Cathedral, which is somewhere down here near the castle. Let's get some flaps out so I can slow down a little bit. There it is. There's Newcastle Cathedral. And that is the seat of the Bishop of Newcastle, as you would expect. The original Norman Cathedral was founded in 1091. Ooh, bit low. But was destroyed by fire in 1216. So the current building was actually built, or completed I should say, in 1350. Once again, it turns out that an aircraft is not the tool for this job, really. Better off on foot, generally. So the castle was used as well. The site has been used for defensive purposes since Roman times, and this is what we're talking about when we say the castle. This little keep here by the bridge. The current version was built between 1172 and 1177. It's a Grade 1 listed building and a scheduled ancient monument. So those are our first stops. And
The stadium looks great.
the stadium?
Yep. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, over on the opposite side of the river, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Sage Gateshead, I think. Sort of I think it's an entertainment venue, I'm not certain. Anyway, well, that'll do us for now, and what we'll do is we'll go and take a look at the river estuary. So we'll make a left turn and head east along the Tyne, and then we'll come back in and have a proper look at the bridges, and perhaps fly under one or two of them on the way.
Well, Fulbert, if we're lucky, the Millennium Bridge will lift for us to fly under.
Yes, that would be good. And they might even swing the swing bridge.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, but I think you should have done this in a Newcastle accent. It would have been more authentic.
More authentic and more offensive.
Well, it's actually one of the hardest accents to do in Britain.
Yeah, I can't do it at all. I can't do it at all.
Are you just going to go, why, hey, man?
And there it is. That's the limit of most people's Newcastle accent.
When the boat comes in.
So if you haven't already, Gilbert,
Yeah,
have a look at Newcastle and Sydney Harbour Bridge.
I will.
Google that.
I will.
That'll give you some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
They're actually, you know how you have sister cities around the world?
Yes.
They're sister bridges.
Yeah, right.
You're learning.
Yeah. Every day's a school day.
Well, he knew that. I just reminded him.
Every day's a revision day. Oh Christ, what's that sound?
Wow. Who opened their
That was
window?
loud.
He opened his window, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can open the window with that mod, can't you?
And obviously those sister bridges have a brother, Kevin.
Eh?
Kevin Bridges. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Good.
Sorry,
Good.
I'll shut up.
Silver, you got a 320 behind you.
Oh yeah.
No idea who it is.
Might be Kame. Don't know. He was planning on coming in a 320 Zell XD. Was that it? Oh yeah. There he is. Now, what was it? Why are we going out to the estuary? I can't remember. Does anyone remember, or shall I scroll up?
It was the ferry to Amsterdam.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the ferry that goes to Amsterdam and the Tynemouth or Teignmouth Priory. Okay, so that's what we're looking out for.
When you say priory, were they like prominent spots in the early days of England, like when the Normans came over and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, priories are... I don't really know the difference between a priory and a monastery. Similar idea, I think.
Isn't a priory where the priests live, as opposed to pray?
No, I'm pretty sure they're where monks live. I'm pretty sure. They're not like priest houses, I don't think.
Because isn't prior a rank within the church? Prior.
Friar is certainly a rank with an F. It might be a prior. Ah, yeah, no, prior is, you're right. A priory is a monastery of men or women under religious vows that is headed by a prior or a prioress. Priories may be houses of mendicant friars or nuns, such as the Dominicans, Augustinians, Franciscans and Carmelites, or monasteries of monks or nuns, as with the Benedictines. Houses of canons regular and canonesses regular also use this term, the alternative being canonry. So it's basically somewhere where very religious people live, work and pray. That's my summary.
Beer.
And make beer, yeah. So I don't know where this is. Lambert, Durham is being well modelled just down the road, and you could fly over the Angel of the North, which is in Gateshead.
Yes,
We'll probably do that next time. So we're finishing in Newcastle Airport. We've overshot it a little bit to come and have a look at the city. But yeah, next time we'll definitely be flying over Durham, and we'll incorporate the Angel of the North into that.
I think this is the priory on the edge, you know, the furthest bit of land jutting out.
I just
Oh,
saw
yes.
that. I was wondering.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That picture didn't go to waste.
Any idea when it was built?
Yes. Let me just refresh my memory.
Oh, your web page.
Giving you a hard time today.
Of course he knows.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It was founded in the early 7th century. Nice. Yeah, it doesn't look half bad actually.
7th century, so that would have been raided by Vikings, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, especially in Newcastle, because Cumbria was controlled by the Vikings.
Yeah.
Because didn't Alfred the Great make peace with the Viking king in Cumbria, and they all took the Christian religion as part of the deal?
I didn't know that.
I only know that from TV shows.
So the beach is called King Edward's Bay, apparently. Lambert 93 is full of useful information about this area. Is this where you're from, Lambert? What's this over here?
No, I'll go one better than you. I know that because I play Thrones of Britannia on Total War. And that's got the history in it.
Right.
So that's even more juvenile.
And they say gaming makes us want to kill people.
Well, I wanted to kill lots of Vikings. That would be great, but, you know, I did learn something.
Alright, so we'll head back upstream to finish the tour of Newcastle. And yeah, and then we'll land. And that will be it for today. So I've got a few facts about Newcastle itself, if you're interested.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So it was developed around the Roman settlement Pons Aelius, or Aelius, not entirely sure, and was named after the castle built in 1080 by William the Conqueror's eldest son, Robert Curthose. Historically important for the wool trade, and later it became a major coal mining area, hence that coal mine that I pointed out to you all earlier. The port developed in the 16th century and was among the world's largest shipbuilding and ship repairing centres. So there you are. Just a few basic facts, you know.
Nice. I've always had a soft spot for Newcastle.
Because of the bridge?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Or the
Because
brown
someone
ale.
has to.
Oh yes, the brown
Yeah,
ale's good.
combination of the both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the brown ale's lethal.
What do they call it? Newquay Brown, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So as I said in the Discord's chat, if you want to fly under the bridges, you can, but I would only recommend it if you have crash detection turned off. I tried it earlier and there was a little bit of a crunch as I went under some of them. This is beautiful, though, isn't it? I am quite excited to see Cement go under these bridges in the 787, I must say. Swan Hunter was the big shipbuilding yard which you're flying over about now. Oh, I missed that. I guess one of these.
That's going to be like Miracle on the Hudson with that A320.
Yeah. Ah, you're from Whiteley Bay. Nice. Or is it Whitley? I tell you what, doing these Bimbles has made me lose all confidence in my ability to pronounce anything. I'm pretty sure it is Whiteley Bay because that's what it looks like, but all of a sudden, full of self-doubt.
Wiley Bay?
It's
Weedy Bay?
it's got a T, it can't. It's got to have a T, surely.
Oh, where? Sorry, I didn't see it.
Yeah, Whitley.
Whitley?
Oh, you think Whitley, do you?
I'll
it
go
is
for Whitley, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm right to doubt myself then, clearly. So the buildings in this photogrammetry add-on are a little bit melty along by the river when you're at this height, so manage your expectations. But we do have the one of the bridges. Which one was it? Yeah, the Tyne Bridge, which is a handcrafted one, so that one looks good.
Bill, but how do you think the flight's
going under the bridge.
in there? Oh, it's okay.
They've just gone through the bridge.
Oh, I'm too far behind. I've slowed down to admire the view. I missed him. Sorry, Jason. What did you say?
No, I was just saying the add-ons that you suggested in flightsim.to. How do you find that fits in with the? Because I've got them added in, but it's very difficult to compare without. So, have you got yours in? I suppose.
Yeah, it's chalk and cheese. You know, you're seeing the actual buildings that are there.
Yeah.
And in return for that, you sacrifice a little bit of definition and resolution, but it's
Yeah.
well worth it, to my mind.
Mhm. I'm happy with it.
And bridges were easy.
Good.
Well,
So-
miles behind.
So, this river tributary that's on the right, that's the Ouse? No, not the Ouse. I've lost my bit of paper. Help. Ouseburn. Ouseburn. This is the Ouseburn River. And it used to be heavily industrialised, but now is a hub for arts and creative industries. And it's noted for its live music and real ale. So this is the Millennium Bridge, which you cannot fly under. But the next two you can. Or the next three, however many there are. He says, as he is far too low not to fly under it. Now I've got over it, it's fine. So the next one is the Tyne Bridge, designed by the firm who later built the Forth Road Bridge. Opened in 10th of October 1928 by King George V. This is the Swing Bridge, and this is the High Level Bridge, and I can't fly under them and tell you about them. But I'll circle back and we'll talk through them. And then the bridges start getting a little bit dull after the King Edward Bridge. Right, so
It is Mardi Gras down here in Australia.
Gateshead Millennium Bridge is a pedestrian and cycle bridge built between the Gateshead Arts Quarter on the south bank and the quayside of Newcastle on the north bank to celebrate the new millennium. It's colloquially known as the Blinking Eye Bridge or the Winking Eye Bridge. You will remember that one by the fact it looks like an eyelid. The next one was the Tyne Bridge, the big archy one, which is like Sydney Harbour Bridge. I told you about that one. The Swing Bridge, the little low one in the middle, was built on the site of the old Tyne Bridge of 1270 and 1781, and probably of the Roman Pons Aelius. So that was probably the site of the original Roman river crossing. Built between 1873 and 1876 to allow larger ships to move upstream. And at the time of construction, it was the largest swing bridge ever built. That is this little one here, for those of you watching the stream. The one next to it is the High Level Bridge, road and rail bridge, considered the most notable historical engineering work in the city. So pay a bit of attention to that one. It was designed by Robert Stevenson as a rail bridge, and a carriageway for road vehicles and pedestrians was incorporated purely to generate additional income. And then King Edward VII Bridge, or just the King Edward Bridge, that last pretty one we flew under, was built to take the pressure off the High Level Bridge, which was carrying 800 train movements every day, which is just incredible, isn't it? 800 trains a day. Opened in 1906, and it was the first bridge to carry 4 main tracks. It's now Grade 2 listed and has been since 1994. So that... All right.
Oh, yes.
Riveting, Philbert.
That's when you hit the mute button. Whoever did that.
Unbelievable. Anyway.
Bloody German, they are so unpolite, sorry.
I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to carry on slower now as a result of that. So this is the King Edward Bridge. And this final one that I'm flying over now is called the Red Hue Bridge. And it's the third bridge built on this site. It was opened in 1983, and it carries the A189 road. That's it. That's the end of my facts. But we should go and have a look at Newcastle Central Station because it's cool. And then we'll head to the airport.
There's some interesting traffic driving across the river.
There is.
Yeah.
I spotted that, yeah.
I had a lorry in front of me.
Water car.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, global AI ship traffic has been released. Fantastic. I'll have to have a look at
Oh,
that.
great.
Yeah.
You are flying, you are doing tourist guides, and you're reading the news.
Yeah. Well, this was in the chat. That's my limit. Although I've pushed my limit today by also reading Wikipedia while flying and tour guiding. There's Tolstoy doing another lap under the bridges.
Yes, one last pass.
Was this the railway? Big station.
He's flying over the railway now.
Yes,
Philbert.
yes,
Yeah, very nice. A bit rusty on the top, but authentic, I suppose.
Yeah, so that's Newcastle Central Station there.
It looks so amazing, you know. It's the first time for me being here, but so realistic, unbelievable.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
When was that station open, Philbert?
1858.
Wow.
It's the third station on that site. First one was destroyed by fire. Second one by vandals. And
The third
one by
eyes
fighting.
up.
yeah. No, I have no idea. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I have no idea when it was built. It may or may not be the third station on that site. Probably not. It's probably the first, to be honest. So the next waypoint to the northwest is going to take us onto a long final for a runway.
For a runway.
For a runway.
Of your choice.
Runway 6, is it? 7.
I'm pretty sure
Runway
ATC
7.
won't allow a runway.
Little nav map used to tell me this. It used to be there, and now I just see a heading. I don't see a runway. It's probably because I'm not zoomed in enough. Yeah, it's because I'm not zoomed in enough. Yeah, so runway 7. That's where we're going to land. Although you were saying the wind was from the west, weren't you?
Yeah, it was 263 or something.
Phil, but I stay behind you to nothing to make wrong.
Very wise. or nothing to do right and then show me up either. Either way, it's a winner. So the wind's 270 at 5 knots at the moment, and yeah, we're going to land with a tailwind because they wouldn't change the runway with that gentler wind. I wouldn't have thought.
There are some concerns by somebody.
Yeah, the dog seems unsure about this plan.
Yeah, it's barking bad.
Yeah, that'd be Jar Jar.
I feel.
Speaking of pets in the cockpit, sorry, go on.
I was just going to say I feel so much better about my potential joke earlier on now. What were you going to say, Mark?
I think I've said everything.
Oh, sorry. All right.
I was going to say, speaking of pets in the cockpit, I read a wonderful story of the F-18 pilot here in Australia back in the 90s. His mother had a property in the bush, and he used to go there on his weekends sometimes, you know, Christmas, whatever, for relaxation. And it was the one place he could de-stress and relax and calm his mind. And he found a rosella on the ground, a little baby bird, which is a kind of a parrot. And he called it Joseph after the Technicolor coat, you know, so it was multicolored.
Yeah.
And it was only like he had to hand feed it, everything like that. And he became good friends with this parrot.
Yeah.
And he took it on an exercise up to the north of Australia and flew it up there on a Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came time to coming home, all the Hercules were full. They had left. And so the parrot was going to have to stay up there for a week. And he went, you know what? I reckon I can put it in my F-18. So he got a shoebox, went to the hardware store, got a little bit of tubing, hooked the box up to his oxygen mask, and flew this parrot at supersonic speeds up at 40,000 feet. And while he was worried that Joseph might have died from being up there, he kind of fiddled with the box and heard the flutter of Joseph's feathers and was quite happy.
Yeah.
And so he opened the lid just a little bit.
Yeah.
And Joseph was more than happy to step out. So Joseph sat on the dashboard right at the front of the F-18 and stared out at the bubble canopy looking at the sky. And he said when he got home and took Joseph back, he said while they were still mates, Joseph was never the same. He was always at the window looking up at the sky.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is an amazing story. Gosh. Oh, R. Lambert says, what about the history of the Tyne and Wear Metro? I just didn't have time. I'm sorry. I'll start the next Bimble with a complete history of Tyne and Wear Metro before we take off. How's that?
Is this the airport where we are going down?
Yes, it is. Newcastle Airport, yeah. Did anyone download the freeware at Newcastle Airport by chance?
I did, yes.
Have you had a look at it yet?
I'm about to.
Okay.
Yeah, I did when I land. I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know.
I did everything as you instructed, Filbert.
Right.
All the add-ons.
And here we are. So the GA parking is off to the right.
Okay.
If you're
I'll have a
landing
little look in the
on
drone.
runway 7.
Sorry, I'll have a little look in the drone camera. Let you know.
Yeah. I think it's off to the right anyway. It's a long time since I've been here.
Is anyone else using the JP mod for the 152?
Yes.
So whenever I change my flaps, my radios turn off for a few seconds and then switch back on again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that. Have you got the latest version?
I downloaded it yesterday or the day before.
Oh, okay.
So I lose on my VOR, tracking
weird.
things for a second and then it comes back again.
Yeah.
Would it be simulating over usage? You know, like too many things? I guess with the engine running, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
This is not the right place.
Oh. Now you tell us.
it's the right airport. I just.
It's plenty big enough.
Yeah.
Plenty of runway.
Yeah, it's just not.
Looks like a car park.
It does look a bit like a car park, doesn't it? It's not. We've got three stands here, but I thought we'd be able to get through to the GA apron, which is like just slightly further west. But there's a big car park in the way and maintenance facility. But never mind, it'll do. It'll do. We'll start in the right place next time, and I'll watch you all land. I've missed half of you, but that's always the way, isn't it? I'll watch Sonent land his 787.
Let me have a look at this airport now.
The tower is beautiful.
Do you have the Orbex or the freeware?
Yeah.
Orbex, yeah. It is a spectacular tower.
It's okay. It looks a bit sort of. It's been in the wars. It's a bit. It's not as good as some of the Flight Sim 2.0.
Yeah. It's just
But
it's
it's
just
okay.
photogrammetry, I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I'll go for the Orbex, I think, but it's not even worth taking a few shots because it's not really anything to write about. So. But it's. Yeah.
Sonent's down.
A little bit tired.
Yeah, it's still an early beta type thing. I think he's gonna do some custom modelling at some point.
I'm parked behind you, Jason, and your plane is about 15 feet in the air.
That sounds about like how I fly. Yeah.
So that would be the difference of Orbex versus default, or
It would, yeah, elevation difference. Sonent is somewhere in between, so I wonder if the default is different again. And Bird is sort of half the height of Jason.
Yep.
Okay. Do you see me in a
Interesting.
Cessna, Filbert, or do you see me in some generic thing?
Yeah, I see you in a Cessna, yeah.
Okay, so you can see me as a Cessna, but I can't see you. Okay.
Yeah, it's my livery. It's worth trying that turning off generics thing. You're in an aerobat,
Okay.
right?
I'm in an aerobat, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
Jason.
add
Just hit escape, go general options, and go traffic, and right down the bottom, just make sure every box down there is unticked, and make sure your traffic variety is ultra or whatever.
Traffic variety ultra, and then use generic planes ultra
Unchecked.
off,
Yeah. And and the other one. says
AI
generic.
traffic, then multiplayer, yeah? Off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let me have a look now, see if that updates.
Might take a minute.
Let's have a look.
Filbert, it was again totally amazing, beautiful, and for me interesting, even the historical part. So again,
Oh, good, thank you.
Try the next time.
Good, that's very nice of you to say so. Yeah, so the next one will be... Let me just check my calendar. I think it's a 3-week gap this time because of my night shifts. Let me just see. Yeah, in 2 weeks, I'm working days in 2 weeks. So it'll be the 27th of March for the next leg, when we'll head further south. Kai wants to know if anyone knows how to get oceanic clearance on VATSIM. I've got to be honest, Kai, I don't. But if you check out Aviation Pro's website, he's got all of that sort of thing down pat, aviationpro.nl, so I'd recommend that for VATSIM stuff. I'm going to end the YouTube stream there, I think. It's been lovely to have you all with us. Thank you for coming along. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will be doing another stream tomorrow. I don't yet know what, but I'll post it on YouTube and on my Discord server as soon as I do know. So hopefully see you then. Till then, enjoy the rest of your Saturdays. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so that's